Where is God, people ask. A lot of folk think that heaven is an imaginary place, and they reason that if God lives in an imaginary place, He must be imaginary as well. So why bother praying to someone you can't see, who lives in a place you can't visit? The result is they end up relying only on what they can see, what they can control, what they can touch, and what they trust, themselves. And they miss out on that partnership with God in this journey called life. You know, the understanding of heaven in biblical days was seen in three different ways. First, it was understood as the earth's atmosphere, where clouds and mist and rain all sustained life. That was understood as heaven. Secondly, they saw heaven in the biblical days as the visible universe, the moon, the stars, and planets, and all their appointed array. And it's hard to look at those and not imagine a magnificent God. And thirdly, heaven was understood as God's domain, referred to as a real place, a heavenly domain where there was a New Jerusalem. You recall that it was to heaven that Jesus ascended after the resurrection on Pentecost Day. Okay, well, where is it? What's it like? How do you experience it? Is it only something we get to after we die? Heaven's described by John, the writer of the book of Revelation, in the following way. He paints a wonderful word picture of what he saw. In Revelation, you hear these words, "I, John, saw the holy city, the New Jerusalem, coming down from heaven from God. I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, 'Now the dwelling of God is with men, and He will live with them. They will be His people, and God Himself will be with them and be their God. He'll wipe away every tear from their eyes. There'll be no more death, no more mourning, no more crying or pain, for the old order of things has passed away.'" My friend, heaven is real. And so are the heavenly characteristics described by John and implied in the prayer that we're studying. For heaven is where caring, compassion, peace, trust, hope, and justice are realized. Our Father, who art in heaven. Heaven is real. Jesus tells us so. You know, there's a cute story about a little boy drawing a picture with his crayons. You know, those 64 crayon slices you can get. "What's it going to be?" his teacher asked. "It'll be a picture of God," he said. "No one knows what God looks like," his teacher said. "They will when I'm through," the little guy said. You and I, as we live this prayer, are pictures of God's kingdom, of heavenly characteristics to the world that looks on. The Bible also tells us that wherever 2 or 3 are gathered in the name of Jesus, He is there as well. And wherever Jesus is, His heavenly kingdom is also present, made real by your actions of caring and compassion. For you're the face of heavenly hope and caring, trust and peace and justice, all being experienced by others through everything you do and I do every moment of every day. Hallowed be thy name. Kind of like, don't take His name in vain. Honor His kingdom. Honor what He stands for. Honoring the Lord of Lords, the Holy of Holies, the Giver of life, the Redeemer. What an amazing privilege you and I have to be that picture of God's kingdom, God's heaven here on earth. Not just through what you and I say, but even more importantly, through what you and I do every moment of every day. Because as one of His kids, calling Him our Father, recognizing that He is Lord of everything, Jesus now teaches us that His kingdom is to be experienced through all that we do. It's His kingdom. It's not yours, it's not mine. And this is perhaps one of the tricky parts of this prayer. We'll see another one tomorrow. But His kingdom means that I'm not controlling or building my kingdom according to my rules. But I need to live by and espouse and play by His kingdom principles and rules. Keeping priorities straight, building His kingdom by how I live every day, hallowing and honoring His name. This is the prayer He asks us to live each day. This is the prayer Jesus taught his disciples. This is the prayer you and I must live.